I'm getting ready for the motherboard and the processor to go in. Now, this is going to be a water-cooled system. This is the first water-cooled system I've done. I've built a couple of systems before now, but they've not been water-cooled. So, I'm going to be using EK-supremacy EVO. Now, this is set up for the Intel chip when you buy it, and because I'm using an AMD chip, it's going to have to be taken apart, and the parts for the AMD chips are going to have to be used. When you open this up, there are a lot of parts. It looks quite confusing. So I'll just get all this out. And we'll lay this out and we'll have a proper look. So we've got the water block, which I've opened quickly just to check. Plates, there'll be back plates and front plates. Mount fittings. This is actually a pair of UV LEDs. This water block has a couple of pre-drilled LED ports on it. So we'll have a look at the instructions, have a look at what needs to be done to set this up for the AMD chip, and we'll go from there. So these are the parts to set this up for an AMD chip. These two parts, the rubber, this is a rubber part which comes in two pieces. You need all of it, and the metal plate, these are your back plates for this, so they can be moved to one side because we're not going to need them yet. These parts are actually the water block. This mounting point is actually an entire plate. Now that needs to be removed and replaced with this one. At the same time, we need to replace these two parts which help with the water flow, which depends on the type of processor you're using. This water block actually works with multiple types of processor, Intel and AMD. So what I'm going to do now is we're going to start taking this apart and swapping out the parts. Okay, so we'll start off by removing the sticky sticker off the back. Now it does come with an Allen key to make things easier. Now this is a job where you need to be really careful. So we're going to start off by removing the 4 screws off the bottom. That'll allow you to remove the copper plate Be very careful with this. You probably can't see this, but the bottom of the plate is full of tiny fins. If you damage them, or if you damage this copper plate, you may irreparably damage the water block. The mount, which we're going to discard because I'm going to be using this for an AMD. The jet plate, which is going to be replaced. This insert, which is going to be replaced with the one with the spare that's provided, and there's also an insert. So it's basically now work in reverse. Making sure that you put everything where it should be. Now there's this black O-ring. The position of this is really important because you don't want this to leak. Remembering which way round the base plate went. Replace the 4 screws and that is basically that. Just make sure that the most important thing is to make sure that that black O-ring is in position. If it's not, you'll get a leak, and water and electricity don't mix, obviously. So that's really the most important thing you need to watch for. Don't over tighten anything. Finger tight, and then a quarter of a turn extra really is all you should be putting onto it. And that's it, the water block is ready for installation.